This week on the Jock and Nerd podcast, DC is back on the big screen with Supergirl. Milly Alcock takes flight in the second chapter of James Gunn's new DC universe, but does the Woman of Tomorrow soar or crash back to Earth? Plus, we're breaking down the future of the DCU, checking out some awesome new trailers, and ranking Supergirl against every other female-led superhero movie, all in this edition of the Jock and Nerd Weekly for Monday, June 29th, 2026.
You know who this is, and you know why you're here. You want all the latest comic book and superhero TV and movie news, and by God, you found it. Forget everything else out there. Forget all the Scientology bullshit. This is the real deal. This is the real deal. Worship at the feet of the holy trio of geekdom, the Jock and Nerd podcast. Play it.
Check one. All right. This is for all you fans out there. Let's give it up.
We shock it, we nerd it. We funny, disturb it. We shock it, we nerd it. We spoiler alert.
Oh, yeah.
Hello, what is up, listener? Thank you for pressing play and welcome to the Jock and Nerd podcast, where we give you comic book and superhero TV and movie news, reviews, and whatever we choose. Jock and Nerd. My name is Imran.
My name's Anthony.
He's the Jock.
He's a nerd.
And joining us, a vicious space pirate from the far reaches of the galaxy, comes from a solar system that's powered by a brown sun. They call him Phlegm of the Brown Eye, but we call him Ruggs. What's up, Ruggs?
Give me all your swords and weapons. I need them.
What are you going to do with them?
I'm going to make a salad.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. I'm eating healthy.
Comes from the sun. Why does your son look like a brown eye? I don't know.
Because, when you eat a lot of vegetables, you shit a lot.
Yeah,
So,
Fiber is important.
Fiber,
In a balanced diet.
See, I try to turn it into a positive.
You make sure you get protein, fat, and a little bit of fiber in every meal. And then
What would have been the funny answer to the reason why I want everyone's swords?
phlegm of I don't know. You shove them in your slack hole.
No. And that's why
You know what?
I have explosive diarrhea because I'm putting silverware up my ass.
Lame.
You know what?
Not funny.
Oh,
I made him laugh.
Maybe the
It
funny is
counts.
there. I was going to say the funny's not there, but Anthony got caught chuckling. So the funny is there. Fantastic. Let's get to
It just took longer than normal. Yeah.
let's get to some shit.
The Jock and Nerd podcast.
All right, got some fun news stories, some trailers to discuss. We will be reviewing a movie in the second half. Stay tuned. But let's start with this. The Hollywood Reporter is reporting that Christopher Nolan's picture, The Odyssey, from Universal, will not be holding early influencer screenings for these social media influencers.
Oh, shit.
Now, I think this is important because I think we can all agree we've seen this shift recently where studios used to fly out critics, like actual movie critics that wrote a lot. They would give them set visits and kind of, show them a good time, hoping that they would write a positive review of the movie. And the thing with the critics is even if you show them a good time, if the movie sucks, they're going to say the movie sucks. So that return on that marketing, not always solid. So what have we seen? Studios using influencers, bloggers, and they're flying them out. They're buying them dinner. And what do you get? You get these over-the-top, glowing early reaction reviews that I think a lot of people are now catching on to and ignoring. There has been some recent examples of this not going well. Mandalorian Grogu put out this video where it looked like Pedro Pascal jumped out to a bunch of just fans that were at Disney and surprised them, when in fact it turns out those were paid influencers. They didn't know Pedro was going to be there, but they were paid influencers to be there to get the Pedro surprise. Okay. Supergirl, that we're going to be discussing, also went through a similar thing. They had an early influencer only. This is before the critics review, early influencer screening. And you had people saying a masterpiece, blockbuster of the summer, and just glowing. Disclosure Day had a guy going, this is Spielberg's best movie in 20 decades. And we all know how that panned out.
Right.
So is this, I think Nolan, you don't fuck with Nolan. He's trying to keep the integrity, not only shooting this fucking movie on giant IMAX film and cutting it by hand on an old cutter where you tape the film together. He's throwing it back to, hey, how about we get the actual critics the screening and not pay for influencers? What do you guys think? Is that, should we go back to that? Are all these social media influencers, should they all just be ignored and discredited, or are there some that are actually like into it and will give you an honest review?
Well, let's talk about integrity, Imran.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the question.
You want an opinion. You want it to be the real opinion. And a lot of people today, especially online, we've already figured out, like, we can't really say what we want to say.
Right.
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 So especially if you're an influencer, because your whole income is about people liking you and following you. Yep. So there's a lot of things you can't really trust an influencer. They're like, first of all, they're shills. They're always looking to make money off of their channels and their sponsorship and access. So you can't really trust them. You can't. And a lot of them are just doing this stuff, are being asked to do this stuff because they have big followings. So
exactly.
They might not even be into the movie, but they're just going to give it a good review because it's almost like having a sponsor,
Yeah.
So integrity's out the window with these guys. Not all of them. Some of them are probably, care about what they're doing. But I would say on the whole, if someone's going to sit there and fillet Spielberg when he has a shitty movie,
yes,
you don't want that. That's not good for anybody. It's not good for Spielberg.
Right.
It's not good for anyone.
That's what was happening.
But it's also, people who are just shitting on things also. So it's a little bit of, there's both things happening at the same time, but the influencers are part of the problem with these glowing reviews and kind of being bought.
Anthony, what do you think? How much emphasis do you put on these reviews when you're on the internet? And is it just like, should we just ignore them? Are they still valuable?
Well, in reviews in general, or reviews from the influencer?
No, these early influencer social media reactions that increasingly are just like, you just can't trust them.
No, you can't trust them. I mean, we've been talking about this for a while with even Marvel way back. Like, everything was the best ever, and it became just noise. I mean, we all were just like, this is clearly just bought and paid for. So yeah, I think the Odyssey skipping out on these influencer screenings is smart, because people are just tired of influencers or people just overhyping something, especially when it's not legit and genuine. And when you're saying these influencers are bought out or flown in and bought food or given swag or whatever they're given.
Yeah.
Clearly you when you're at that point, even I would be, if I was an influencer, I would probably say some good things too, because, I'm getting all this stuff.
That's the thing.
You have to say something nice.
These people, they're on the red carpet premieres with the fucking getting their pictures taken. And it's, they get to do interviews, but they're just people who have clearly are fans. And if I was getting paid to do that too, I guess, I don't know. I don't know how I'd feel about myself. This is why, like, it's a blessing and a curse. While that sounds great, I don't want to have to be like, oh, now I got to say something nice about this fucking thing.
Right.
If it sucks. But I enjoyed the steak and lobster.
You don't even like lobster.
Well, they'll never ask you back. That's all. That's the point.
Yes, that's true. Then you won't get back. So I think Nolan doing this, I don't know if he's going to piss off these influencers or if it's going to start to wake them up a little bit and be like, maybe, because there have been multiple missteps, like I just said, even recently, every movie.
Nolan doesn't need the influencers. No. Nolan's name, him doing the Odyssey, the amount of star power. There are a few guys that can just release a movie and people come out. He's one of them. He doesn't need the influencers.
No, I think you're right. And I even think like the Gen Z, the young generation, still fucks with Nolan, right? They still consider it event.
You know what we need?
What's that?
Am I delayed, by the way?
No, I was waiting for you to tell me what we need.
We need because this show we've got two guys that are boomers, right?
Yeah.
You two.
Yeah.
Or you guys are what? Baby boomers?
And not that old.
And I'm millennial.
Yeah.
And
Gen
you just
X,
plugged how the Gen Z is into this. And we several times throughout the last few months, You've talked about Gen Z this, Gen Z that.
Yeah.
We need a Gen Z correspondent.
We do.
We need some young motherfucker
Yeah.
that has parachute pants on right now. Has
Parachute pants.
Textured fringe, is wearing an oversized
Got a
shirt.
broccoli head.
Wearing a Def Leppard oversized shirt. And
Def
we need
Leppard.
them out. Yeah, because
How is this? You're telling me MC Hammer parachute pants and fucking metal T-shirts are back in style? What year is this?
I mean, the Gen Z kids will just wear band shirts, not even knowing what
No, I
band
know.
they're
I
wearing.
see them wearing Nirvana on them, but like, I bet you can name one fucking song.
Yeah, well, we need a correspondent.
Okay.
Because, so if there's someone out there, I highly doubt. Do you think there's one Gen Z person
Listen,
that's
I will
listening to
tell
this
you, our main demo skews like your age to our age, literally, right? And mostly
show?
men.
I would say
some
mostly
women.
your age.
Yeah, no, but it's like 30, it's like mid 30s to mid 50s, right?
Yeah.
There's a
Jesus
few
Christ.
younger cats, and if they're listening and they want to be our Gen Z
How old
correspondent,
is the oldest Gen Z?
Yeah, how old
shit,
is the oldest Gen Z?
that's a good question.
25?
You know, you just look that up, right?
Oh, you can? What does it say? I'm gonna say 25 also.
29.
29. It's Gen Z.
Oh,
Fuck.
bordering on 30.
Okay, so we need a Gen Alpha fucking correspondent.
Mm.
We
No.
already missed the generation.
Well,
No?
Gen Z would be 13 to 29.
Oh, okay. Yo, if you're
Yeah.
20-year-old, fucking, we need to.
We need someone to tap in with the Gen Z audience.
Listen, you don't have to come for the whole show. You can.
Hey, Ron,
just-
I think you should go find that person.
no, that's creepy.
Oh, I think you probably find someone easy.
Kids love me. Take that how you.
You're
want.
closer.
The Gen Zs I'm going to find. I don't know if they're going to want to be on the show with you.
You are
guys.
closer to the Gen Z population there, Anthony, in the clubs.
He's
But
intimately closer.
Yeah.
look, it's a good point. Anyways, listener, let us know what you think about this fucking influencer bullshit. Join our Facebook group. You can join this conversation. It's called Jock and Nerd Nation. Jock and Nerd. It is a closed, exclusive group just for you. Also, to make sure to follow us on our YouTube, TikTok, X, and because there is a new Rug Boy short out. It is that Masters of the Universe rant. It's fantastic. Spread it, find it, like it, get it out there. Okay, moving on. I've mentioned before, speaking of Gen Z and the young kids and the young actors, Zendaya having a fucking crazy year. She did Euphoria. She's in the drama. We're going to see her in Spider-Man Brand New Day. We're going to see her in the Odyssey and in fucking Dune 3. This girl is in the Odyssey, Spider-Man, and fucking Dune 3.
Oh shit.
That's wild. And I feel like she might have to take a break after this for overexposure. But word is from Jeff Snyder of the In Snyder. She is offered a lead role in two interesting franchises. One is a new version of The Fugitive. And apparently she has also met with Universal about taking a lead role in a new Bourne movie. A reboot or maybe an extension of the Bourne films, which I feel are both very interesting. You know, we've talked about, she's taking the roles of like Harrison Ford and fucking Matt Damon, right? We talked about where are the action stars. Do you see Zendaya as an action star here?
I do,
Yeah.
but why does it have to be Bourne? Like, why can't they just create a new thing? Or why does she have to be Jason Bourne's character? Maybe she's not. Maybe they're just
I feel like
reporting
she
it
could
like
be
that. But
another spy in like the universe.
that would be cool. But
you know?
why? It just seems like the way that they're framing it, like she's going to be the new Jason Bourne, it's stupid. Like Matt Damon did that. He did the role. Now, like, okay, maybe there's something from Treadstone or the Briar Patch, whatever the fuck they call it.
Yeah.
But like that comes about, and it happens to be Zendaya, and I think I'd be down for that. I just think that the association with Jason Bourne and replacing Jason Bourne, it's.
I don't think she'd replace. She'd make a new character, but you need the Bourne name in the title somewhere so people know what the fuck it is. Maybe.
Yeah, the Bourne Legacy or something like that.
Anthony, what do you think? Zendaya in the new version of The Fugitive also? That's kind of interesting. 'cause
Fugitive is like
it's a great movie.
I mean, that's just like you could tell any kind of fugitive story.
Right.
It doesn't have to be The Fugitive.
Yeah.
But a spin off of that, a spin on that, that'd be fine.
I mean, we've seen her as Chani do some action bits, Anthony. What do you think? You think she can handle a spy?
I mean, we're past the point now where it's women are doing these types of roles and it's credible. You know, she seems very small and skinny though.
She's very tall and lanky. Yes, like so long.
Yeah, I mean, her doing the Bourne stuff. Sure, I don't think it's like she looks that credible in the role, but whatever. It doesn't matter.
I mean,
anymore.
Gal Gadot is like very tall too, similar fashion.
Yeah, but Gal Gadot was playing a physically enhanced woman,
Right?
Like a god.
Yeah, she could bulk up a little. I bet she would do it.
Like the real muscles, or like Natalie Portman style.
No, real muscles. Wait, what happened? What? Oh, she had fake muscles in Thor.
Ruggs was all on that, and he ended up being right.
Yeah, that's right. It was a suit, wasn't it?
Was it a suit
or
was
just
it
enhancement? Yeah.
CG enhancement, makeup enhancement.
Yeah.
I'd be all for this. I like Zendaya. I do think she should take a break after this year. You don't want to get overexposed. I don't know.
How big a star is Zendaya?
I mean, I think she's like top 5, top 10 for
with women. Where's she?
With
at? Top
women?
5?
I think
top
so.
10?
I mean,
top
you got Emma Stone. You got they're old. I mean, Anne Hathaway's older. Who else?
As far as the younger crowd is like under 40, I think she's one of them, one of the big ones.
Top.
She's a good actress too, and she's better.
I mean, you got
than
Anya
Sweeney.
Taylor-Joy.
Yes,
you got Sydney Sweeney. You got Zendaya. You got who else do you got?
Jenna Ortega, Florence Pugh.
Yeah. I would say Anya Taylor-Joy, I think, is a better actor than Zendaya.
Charisse Ronan.
And then you have like all the horror girls coming out. I mean, you got Margaret Qualley.
Yeah, Margaret Qualley.
Yeah.
Everybody on Euphoria. I don't know. But she has lots of career left. Wait, I got more casting news. Another reportedly cast. This one is for James Gunn's Batman. Not Matt Reeves' Batman. James Gunn's Batman.
James Gunn's Batman.
Yes. This one comes from John Campea, who has said the movie's The Brave and the Bold. Remember, he was going to do Batman with Damian Wayne Robin. And John Campea said The Brave and the Bold's Batman has been found. He didn't name the person, but everybody then figured out it's probably this guy, English actor Tom Brittany. Nobody's heard of him. However, he was third in line to play Superman, along with Cornsweet, Nicholas Hoult, and the third person was Tom Brittany. So he almost got cast as Superman. And he just looks like, what does he look like? He's just the generic white guy. Yeah.
I don't like him.
Generic English white guy. Maybe for a James Gunn Batman where you don't want, we've tried casting known people. Maybe this works because you don't see Tom Brittany. You'll see Bruce Wayne, but I don't know. He is 35. And Anthony,
I say no.
No, he's English. Yes, they're all English. Every Batman's English. Half of them, anyways.
Some pictures he looks good, and some pictures he doesn't.
He's from a TV show called Grantchester, most recently. That is what he's known for, and he was in Greyhound. But, anyways, that's a rumor. I can kind of see him doing that.
If this is the guy, he's got to get a little bit more rugged looking, in my opinion.
Yeah. Maybe have some chin work done. What are you talking about? Some bone smashing, look smashing?
I don't know. He looks too English.
He's very. I mean, everybody's English, but you never know. I mean, everybody on The Walking Dead was fucking
When you
English.
look at him in pictures, he looks okay, but when he starts talking and stuff, he looks like Jamie Kennedy.
Oh no, that's not good. You don't want a Batman that looks like Jamie Kennedy.
He has a kind of Jamie Kennedy quality to him that is not Batman-y to me. So anybody that's listening to this, make this stop right away.
Listen,
what do you think of, real quick. Yeah. What do you think of Pattinson, Ruggs?
He's fine.
It's fine.
It's great.
He's fine. He's not the end all be all, but I think he's fine. He's in the way that they've created him. He's not the quintessential Batman, but he is a Batman, and he's fine.
Does he fit
an angst Batman?
Does he fit in the James Gunn universe?
Will he fit?
Pattinson?
Sure. I mean,
Pattinson.
I don't know.
You needed a second one. He's not
so
going to
far, no.
Yeah, he's not going to fit.
No.
So that's why you need a second one, but it's very confusing. But look, this is what I'll say. We're going to talk about Supergirl, right? I think whoever's in charge of fucking DC, whether Gunn stays or he leaves or he's replaced, it's imperative that you fucking give us movies of characters people actually fucking care about. And if we're talking about DC, that's going to be Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, The Flash.
No, Batman is the winner.
Batman is always the winner.
Batman is way on top of Superman.
Yes,
Batman
yes.
is way
number one, only
bigger with people.
Yes, only to be superseded by Spider-Man. I will argue, Batman is the top.
I'd say Spider-Man is like the nice angel on the one shoulder, and Batman is the dark one. So
yeah.
And so everybody's got them both.
Yeah.
But Batman's like, if you do a really good Batman movie, then you're good. Like everybody is there for it.
Yeah.
A good Batman. So
it's just got to be good.
They fuck it up. How are they going to fuck up Batman? It's like so easy to do.
Well, stay on. Anthony, any comment on that? Do you think, how important is it that we should get some characters people care about instead of fucking Peacemaker and Creature Commandos and all this other?
I'll have more thoughts after when we talk about Supergirl.
Yes.
But I think it is very, very important that we very quickly start to get characters with name value.
Yeah.
On the big screen.
Yeah. And I think the movie is fucking clear evidence. Keeping with Batman and DC, there was an animation convention, Odyssey International Animation Film Festival. DC Studios got a couple exciting things coming out. Absolute Batman, the new comic book that was selling sold 500 copies. Everybody seems to love
500 copies.
Sorry, 500,000.
Okay,
500 copies. 501 even. 500,000 copies went into multiple runs. If you have a first printing right now, it's very valuable. I should have fucking bought it from Scott Snyder and artist Nick Dragotta. Anyways, they're making an animated series with Snyder and Nick Dragotta involved. It is unclear whether it's going to be a one-to-one adaptation. I haven't read it, but apparently Absolute Batman is a reinvention of Batman, but it's Bruce Wayne. But Ruggs, have you read this? Apparently he doesn't have any money or Wayne Manor. He doesn't have the advantages of your traditional Bruce Wayne, and he still becomes Batman. I think that's what the story is. Do you know, Ruggs?
No, I haven't read any. I haven't read any Absolute Batman.
Okay.
Nothing.
It's very new, very popular. They're going to make it a fucking cartoon show. Great. The other thing they announced is an animated show called Joker Laugh Riot. It is an anime show, and it's not set in the DCU, but what this is about sounds kind of interesting. Batman is murdered, and Joker is looking through Gotham's underworld to find who killed Batman so he can kill him for taking away his best friend and greatest adversary and hobby, essentially. I kind of love this idea.
No, it makes sense. That's actually one of the things. That's one of the things that they talk about in the comics is how much Joker actually just loves him. Like there was one comic run, I forget. I think it was Snyder. It was the DC when they did the New 52, and there was a storyline with Batman and the Court of Owls.
Yep.
And there was in that storyline, he meets Joker or whatever, and I think he kills it. The Joker dies or whatever. Something happens, and they study the way Joker looks at him. And there's all these different things that they can read from his eyes. And it was and they come to the conclusion that one of the comics ends and it's the look he has is and he's in love.
He loves him.
He loves him.
Yeah. No, it's one of my favorite good guy, bad guy relationships, right? They both kind of.
Did you ever watch the Lego Batman?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's exactly what the story is. Lego Batman.
They both need each other. So what a great idea. Batman is killed and Joker is looking to have revenge on his lover's
But isn't
killer.
that clever if Lego Batman did it?
Yeah. Lego Batman did a lot of clever things in that movie and that have not been done in fucking real movies.
I just thought it was, they just took, they took something and just exaggerated it. That wasn't that brilliant, Imran.
Okay. I mean, it was funny though. And to put the
I like
humor
that they're
in there.
obsessed with each other.
Yeah.
And because you get into rivalries where you're obsessed with one another, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But then it turns into heated rivalry. And then, it doesn't need to be that.
Yeah.
I think that's just, why are we doing that?
Hockey is so gay right now. It's unbelievable. Anyways, the third cartoon, Crypto, it's for kids. You know what? Nobody cares.
Lame. I really don't give a shit.
It's fucking Crypto.
Oh,
It's gonna be.
Thank
cute.
you for. I didn't have to do it myself.
It's gonna be a cute talk. But Ruggs, let's move on to this story. I know you're excited for this.
Yeah,
put
I'm
this in
fully
here.
hard for this. Yeah.
Jendi Tartakovsky, the guy who brought you Samurai Jack and the incredible show Primal on HBO Max, is doing a Conan the Barbarian show or movie. I don't know what it is. It's going to be with Amazon.
Maybe a series of movies.
It might be a series. It's years away from premiering, but Ruggs, tell us why you're excited for this.
Well, if you watched Primal,
It's so good.
it was just like a pitch for Conan.
Yep.
It was. It's like you got Spear, who is very Conan-esque.
Yep.
He doesn't speak, though. Conan is a different type of a dude. He's more like intelligent. He's kind of a cunning pirate dude. You know, he's more of like a adventurer than anything else. He's a barbarian adventurer, but he gets into all these little scrapes, and he always hooks like James Bond. He hooks up with a girl and everyone. Yeah. And I think he's doing this one where he hangs out with a pirate queen.
Yes.
And it's about their love affair and how he basically becomes her champion.
The log line is, after finding love in the pirate queen Belit, a battle-hardened Conan defies gods, fate, and even death to save her from a dark sorcery that threatens to destroy everything.
It's one of the major books. Like, if you know anything about Conan, Conan is all these stories. They're not books. They're like kind of like short stories.
Created by
Robert E. Howard.
That's correct.
And not Ron Howard. It's Robert E. Howard.
Not one of the Howard brothers. Not even his brother.
Not Richie Cunningham.
Yeah.
So a bunch of these pulp stories that came out, and then Marvel and DC both did Conan versions.
Yeah.
And they expanded on the lore. Then you get the movie. Then you get a bunch of other books that are written off Conan. So like this, there's been a lot of Conan stories throughout the years, and the original ones are the best. And they're considered like classic fantasy. And I would love to see the fucking Gendy Tartakovsky. Tartakovsky do this shit.
I can't highly recommend Primal enough. And in fact, like you said, when I first heard this, I was like, is Spear going to end up being Conan? Because you could kind of do that. Even in this artwork, he's got a scar on his face, kind of like the fucking guy does.
Right, but they're doing it in a different style, and it's more like the Samurai Jack style. Looks like it's going to be, and that's the only letdown, because I wanted to stay in that Primal style, which is so good.
The Primal style is perfect for Conan.
I don't know why they changed it up and they did the cutout style again without
like painted, stenciled, kind of like Samurai Jack, right?
I can't wait to see what the actual animation looks like. This is just a promo image, but it's giving you the cue that it's Samurai Jack style.
Very exciting.
Which Samurai Jack is pretty badass too. If you ever watched that, it's still a badass show. It's just Primal is on another level. Primal is just fucking fantastic. Yeah. So anyway, whatever. I can't wait to see that.
Just want to put that out there. It's not going to come out for a long time. So let's move on. I got a couple of trailers here. Anthony, you like Batman?
I do.
Did you read Batman Nightfall ever?
I did.
You did. I have the giant trade, I think, or I might have the individual.
I read I think the first part. I didn't read Nightfall, the other part, the second part.
What happens in Nightfall? What's the big thing there?
That's when Bane breaks Batman's back.
That is that, and you got Azazel taking over. We saw a little bit of this in fucking Dark Knight Rises. He kind of stole it, but now we are going to get a full, true to source material animated adaptation, R-rated, a 3-part event doing Batman Nightfall. The voice cast here, also, they put a trailer out. We'll talk about the trailer. Anson Mount will be playing Batman Bruce Wayne. Michael Mando is Bane, and Pablo Schreiber as Azrael, or Jean-Paul Valet. So they will be doing Batman Nightfall, Night Quest, and Night's End. Anthony, you watched this trailer. What'd you think of this?
I did watch it, and Nightfall Bane is one of my favorite Batman villains because he's so underrated.
Yeah.
Everyone thinks of him as this, just this big brute. And when he was introduced in the comics, especially in this storyline, he was actually not only this big, like giant guy, but he was super cunning and just as smart as a tactician as Batman. That's why he was one of his ultimate foils and why he broke his back in the comics is because he released all the villains from Arkham and then wore Batman out and then took him on when he was all tired. So yeah, Nightfall, I like that storyline. The other ones, Night Quest and Night's End, I think it gets really weird.
It does because
then Azariel takes over and then Bruce, like, it isn't just like a straight revenge storyline for Bruce. He has to like fight Azariel as well.
Oh, right. And he's paralyzed for a while, but eventually gets his legs back or some shit.
Yeah, it goes on this weird, side thing with Azariel and him becoming this more brutal Batman. But the Nightfall storyline I liked.
Yeah, that part with Azrael, I didn't like as much as like just him getting his back broken. But the animation looks fucking top notch for this. Rugs, how's this look? You excited for this?
I like the animation. Yeah. I like it all. I'm always psyched to see Azrael, even though he is hunting Smurfs half the time. But no one gets that joke. But
wait, what'd you say? He's what?
Hunting Smurfs.
So Azrael.
Yeah,
Gargamel,
no one gets that joke.
Gargamel, of course.
Gargamel, the Smurfs. But Azrael is cool. I remember that whole Batman, the Norm Brayfogle, pointy shoulders,
long ears.
I'm down for this. Hopefully, it's good. I mean, it's gonna be 3 parts, 3 movies.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
They'll probably be like around an hour each, but
I'm there. I'm there for it.
This it's like I miss the DC animated movies are always great. So that looks great. I don't know when it's just coming soon. Let's move on to a couple of trailers caught my eye. This one I think I saw in front of something or just randomly. It's called The Wait. It stars Russell Crowe, Ethan Hawke. Comes out in September. It's set in the 1920s. Seems to tell the tale of a guy who goes to jail and needs to help his daughter. And to do that, he's got to transport some gold in the middle of the jungle and get it out without anybody stealing it, get it out safely. Reminds me of a lot of things. Anthony, you get a look at this. What'd you think of this? The Wait.
I watched it. And after I was done watching, I said, this looks pretty decent.
Yeah.
And then I stopped thinking about it and I forgot about it.
It doesn't it remind you of The Sorcerer a little bit?
It's giving me 70s vibes for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, that's a good point.
It's like White Sinners without vampires. And this, it reminded me of The Sorcerer, like a William Friedkin fucking 70s movie. But Ethan Hawke, clearly going for an Oscar hard every year. And this looks like another one where...
You think this is an Oscar movie?
I think so. I mean, if he got...
It seems like an action movie.
It's an action movie, but there's a lot... It seems to have a lot of emotion and passion. And if he got nominated for that fucking...
It could be like a good drama, too.
Yeah.
But I don't know. We'll see what happens. I mean, you got some heavy hitters in there.
So. You got the curse of gold. That always infects people and makes them do weird things. And then the whole bridge scene, I was like, oh, it's like Sorcerer.
They got to cross a bridge.
They got to cross a bridge with heavy ass
gold.
And
it breaks, and they have gold, and they're heavy.
Also, it reminds me of Triple Frontier a little bit with Ben Affleck.
Yeah, that's another one.
So I was like, I love what I'm seeing here, and I like the time period. It's got the old timey cars. Love those old timey cars. They're always good. So that is coming out September, and then finally, really weird trailer for Tom Cruise's next movie called Digger. It's with a D.
Oh yeah, this was like this was on Supergirl.
Digger. Oh, it was before your Supergirl.
I also got this before Supergirl.
Anthony, describe this. It's titled Digger - Tom Cruise retrospective trailer. And what is it?
I just want to say before I get into describing the trailer that you better fucking watch your mouth, Imran. I don't know if you have pass yet, but I know what you're saying. Just be very careful.
Secondly, shovel digging digger.
Okay. Anyways,
shit!
Don't use the hard R.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Digger. Okay.
Yeah. Oh my god.
What? Someone who digs. That's simply someone who digs.
Anyways.
Yeah.
So this trailer, I'll just say right now, I walked into my Alamo, sat down, I went, whoa, are we doing a Tom Cruise tribute? I missed the memo.
Tom Cruise dying?
What is happening right now?
This is a big
and it was, I think, 3 minutes of just the greatest hits of Tom Cruise.
Yep.
And I went, whoa, like this is a movie star. This is awesome. This is great. This is a tribute. And then it goes into his next movie, which is Digger, and it's him doing this like Southern accent comedy bit, and he's walking into this white room with all these people looking at him.
Yeah, it's weird.
So yeah, the movie looks strange, but in terms of build up for a movie, that was awesome. The fact that they were able to get all those studios to agree to lending out the footage of Tom Cruise so they could build out a hype reel. I mean, there was no better way to introduce a weird movie than to do all of Tom Cruise's greatest hits, because he's like one of the last, one of the last movie stars.
Absolutely,
So, I thought it was great.
Yeah,
this is his Penguin movie where he's gonna be like completely obscured by makeup.
He's like balding and old, and I think he's got a nose prosthetic and looks completely different. Ruggs, what did you think of this? Because I'm watching this and I'm like, fuck, that's a great movie. Oh, fuck, that's a great performance. Holy shit, this is
now his shittiest movie.
And which one's that one? Digger? I mean, impressive. You're right. He is the last like Hollywood star, and all of these, the from Tropic Thunder to Rain Man to Michael Mann's Collateral, like all these shots of these movies, he's so good. I was like, fuck, I forgot. They got him running, they got him jumping. I forgot what a crazy career he's had.
Yeah, he's been around, man, and he's been in some bangers.
I mean, he had to learn how to mix drinks and then drive NASCARs. Early on,
people are saying that Digger could be a Oscar player too. So maybe this is his return to doing. I don't know if it's a serious movie. I don't really know what to make of it.
No, I don't know either.
The taglines of a comedy of catastrophic report or something like that.
Yes.
What's the tagline?
Yeah. He's like an oil company magnate who made a decision that's causing the world to get destroyed, and he's got to stop it by digging. I don't know. Born on the 4th of July. Fuck.
Alejandro Iñárritu is directing it.
Yep.
So
you know it's gonna be weird.
Yeah, it's gonna be strange. The tagline is on the poster it says "A man, a plan, a meltdown." I thought there was a tagline that was like a comedy of catastrophic.
Edge of Tomorrow is so good. Just fuck every fucking movie they show. I was like, fuck, that's amazing.
I'm curious to see what it is.
It's got a $125 million budget.
Oh,
Jesus!
Ew. This could be his Oscar nomination return. He got an honorary one, and he's been nominated for, I don't remember what he got nominated for, but
I think he was nominated for Magnolia. Yeah,
not Eyes Wide Shut. I feel like it's Magnolia.
Yeah,
but they're gonna give him like the stunt award. I'm sure when they start that, they'll give him a fucking honorary stunt award. But yeah, what a trailer! Like they didn't show any of the movie, and I was like, fuck, Tom Cruise is amazing. Tom Cruise is awesome.
It was awesome.
Yeah, Tom Cruise is awesome. That's what you get. I'll be watching the movie Digger in October. All right.
Here's his nominations, real quick.
Yeah.
He's been nominated. He's never won.
Yeah.
Best Actor, 1990, Born on the 4th of July.
Sure.
Best Actor, 97, Jerry Maguire.
That's right.
Best Supporting Actor, Magnolia. And then Best Picture, Top Gun Maverick.
Oh, man.
And he received an Academy Honorary Award last year.
Yeah. Yeah. They finally
never winner. So
they gave him
a lot of people are saying this Digger could be his Oscar.
I mean, all of those that he got nominated for, he could have won. They were all great. Those were all great performances.
What's your favorite Tom Cruise performance, real quick?
Oh, man.
I know it's going to take you both. You guys will list 7 things.
Fucking crazy.
Vanilla Sky.
Vanilla Sky? Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, the first thing I thought of, honestly, was Tropic Thunder, because I remember watching that and not even knowing that was him initially.
He's very good at Tropic. He's only in it for a little bit.
I know. And that Les Grossman is an amazing character. And then it was like, after I saw the movie, I was like, that was fucking Tom Cruise? He surprised me. But shit, there's so many. Fuck.
I like Rain Man too.
Rain Man is fantastic. Some of his early work and the dramas, he's very good in. A Few Good Men is standout.
Yeah, of course. Born on the 4th of July.
Yeah, see, that one, he was great in there too.
I'm going to go with The Mummy.
Son of a bitch. The Mummy. Magnolia, I love that. I love it, that whole monologue. Respect the cock. Respect the cock. It's fantastic. So
Peacock should use that as their.
Yes, they should.
If you had to land on one, is yours Rain Man rugs, or what would you say?
I would say between Rain Man, Vanilla Sky, I think those two are my favorite.
What about you, Imran? Is it really?
Is it Tropic Thunder?
Jerry Maguire?
It might be Jerry Maguire. Collateral, he's really good. I can't.
What about Cocktail?
Cocktail, he's amazing, bro. Like, he had to learn how to flip those things and make the drinks, and he does it like he's been doing it for years. Like,
well, I think he's doing the most he's trying to go for it the most in Born on the 4th of July.
Yeah.
But a more subtle acting, I think, is Vanilla Sky, because that's a guy who's disfigured and his face is fucked up.
Oh, yeah.
And it has to kind of do a little bit more subtle acting.
I'm gonna say Magnolia.
Magnolia is great too.
That's my favorite.
All right, show me the money.
What about the Vampire Lestat?
It's all right.
Which
one?
Interview with a Vampire.
Oh,
yeah.
That's kind of a weird movie.
But he had to have a British accent for that.
Yeah, and they got those fucking teeth prosthetics in their mouth, and you can tell, and they're just like.
There was a point in Tom Cruise's career where it was like, okay, he's just Tom Cruise.
Right. And then I think Mission Impossible changes it.
Well, Mission Impossible, it's the beginning. Once it gets to like 2 and 3, then it becomes, okay, Tom Cruise is like, he's trying to be this action star.
Yeah.
He's not just doing these weird dramas.
But he is again. He's going back to the weird.
The last movie he's made that was
not a franchise or
not a franchise,
sequel.
not American Made is like
American Made is a great movie.
Is it?
I haven't seen that.
Oh my God. It's Barry Seal, a real guy who the government used to fly weapons into Central America, and they would fly in weapons to trade for drugs, and he would fly the drugs back one way or the other. But he was flying drugs back and forth, and the government caught him, and they were like, "Look, we're not going to put you away, but we need you to take these weapons to the fucking Nicaraguans in their battle and bring back drugs." So that's what he did. It's really good.
I'm trying to think the last comedy or last drama he's made with Valkyrie. That's not even a drama. Lions for Lambs.
The Mummy, Edge of Tomorrow, Oblivion.
We don't even know what Digger is. I guess it's a comedy.
Right.
Yeah, non-franchise, it would be American Made.
Yeah, 2017. Very good. All right, you fuckers, we're going to take a break here. We're going to play some promos.
Okay.
We're going to talk about Supergirl, whether she's super or a girl or both, right after this.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
What's up, everybody? This is Mr. Throwback Thursday from the Mr. Throwback Thursday podcast, along with my co-host Bill. Every Thursday, we bring you classic hip-hop.
Classic. Classic.
You know, all the good stuff, the stuff that you forgot about, the golden age, pre-golden age, back to the original era.
For all the pioneers, I'm going way back, way back, way back.
Each week, we bring you hip-hop headlines, so we let you know what's going on with your favorite artists from back in the day. We bring you Wu News. We dedicate an entire segment just to the Wu-Tang Clan every week.
Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with.
We bring you 2 records. One is a one and done. One is a record of the week. We give you an artist of the month. We give you all the classics.
Classic. Classic.
Come and check us out. Every week we're on iTunes, Stitcher, and at MrThrowbackThursday.com. And if you remember nothing else, always remember, new school stale, old school fresh.
Listener, if you enjoy this show, this is a great time to get on board, support the show, give back to all this nonsense by joining our Patreon fan club. Visit jockandnerd.com/Patreon. Jockandnerd. There's a link in the episode description, and you can give back on a monthly or annual basis for as little as $3 a month. Gets you access to an exclusive podcast feed where the shows come out early, instant reactions to movies we see get posted there, bonus movie reviews from us, a lot of fun stuff. You can join us on our virtual monthly Discord hangouts. We just had one last week. It was lots of fun. The next one will be July 23rd. All that information is there at our Patreon page. Check it out today. Okay, fam. What am I saying?
Okay, chat.
Okay, chat. Here's this week's movie review. We will be reviewing Supergirl. Here's your spoilers.
Strap yourselves in, you fucks. Spoiler time.
Grok, is this true? What's up, chat? This is how people talk now. It's very strange. Anyways, this Supergirl, based on the Supergirl comic book character published by DC Comics, first appearance, Action Comics 252, back in 1959, created by Otto Binder, writer, and artist Al Plastino. But this movie is based on a more recent story run called Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow.
From 2022.
Very recent. Yes.
Yeah, very recent.
Very recent. This is an 8-issue comic book miniseries written by Tom King with art by Bilquis Evely. Beautiful art. So, yeah, the character's been around since 59. This story they're trying to tell just came out 4 years ago. This one directed by Craig Gillespie, written by Anna Noguera. Now, Craig Gillespie has directed I, Tonya, Cruella, and that movie Dumb Money. And Anna Noguera, this is her first feature film. She has also been tapped to write the Wonder Woman movie for James Gunn.
Interesting choice.
Yes. Let's keep all of that in mind. She was an actress who turned into a writer. And this is her first movie. This is the second film in James Gunn's reset DC universe after Supergirl from last year. It is the second live action Supergirl movie. The first one came out in 1984. If you want to know about that one, just listen to our What the Fuck Happened to Supergirl from episode 487 in the Jock and Nerd podcast feed. Lots of fun. This is the fifth live action person playing Supergirl and the third one to be in a movie. So we got some TV ones. On Rotten Tomatoes, Supergirl holding a 56% tomato meter critic rating. Audience giving it a 77. Metacritic has it at a 49. Letterboxd 3.1.
Very, very mediocre.
So that Rotten Tomatoes score is almost dead similar to Man of Steel. And it is lower than last year's Superman that James Gunn did. Yes, Letterboxd is mediocre. The budget of this movie, anywhere from $170 to $186 million, according to Wikipedia. Here's the weekend box office. What happened? How did it go? Well, Toy Story 5, hanging on to number one. Oh, shit. In week 2, just drops about 56%. Not bad. Makes another $70 million. It is now a globally total $585 million.
Not bad.
Off that $250 million budget, it's halfway to $1 billion in week 2. Not bad.
Toy Story's Rug Boys pick, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Not
Keep
bad
forgetting.
at all. Not at 585 in the second week.
Supergirl is also my pick.
Supergirl is also his pick, and Supergirl manages to open at number 2, but only making $38 million domestically. Oh shit! Globally, it's made $68 million.
Ouch!
Yikes!
On this budget, it is not even made $100 million. So this is definitely a rough start. It has a B- cinema score, which is lower than The Flash and the Marvels. Opening, this is in the range of Joker Folly Adieu, opens in a similar range. This movie does not hit number 1 in a single overseas market in opening. So it opened, but if you're comping, there's no comps. If you're comping the recent slate of DC movies, it does open higher than Blue Beetle, Aquaman 2, Shazam 2, and Birds of Prey. Now we can look at all these movies. There's one thing that's clearly in common with these movies that are opening this low. We'll talk about that. Obsession, holding on to number 3 in week 7. It's now made $344 million. Jackass 7, Best and Last, opening at number 4 with $8 million. I don't even, anybody interested in seeing that Jackass movie?
No.
Okay.
Heard it was fun, though.
I heard it was fun. I heard it was like a nice goodbye. There's fucking crazy people. Disclosure Day opening at number 5 in its third week. It has only made $193 on its $115 million budget. Number 6, Backrooms, sitting at $330 million in week 5. Scary Movie week 4, still hanging on number 7, $208 million. Masters of the Universe week 4 opens at number 8. It's at $109.3 million. Still not a lot. Some Fathom event called Bleach, 1,000 Year Bloody War, The Calamity, Is that
it's an anime.
is at number 9 with 3 million. And Mando and Grogu, week 5, hanging on to number 10. They have made 325 million globally on that.
I got that movie.
You have that movie. Michael is out of the top 10, but that thing finished as the highest biopic ever, essentially. Yeah. This movie, Supergirl, stars Milly Alcock, who we got a little glimpse of in Superman. We've seen her play the young Rhaenyra Targaryen in House of the Dragon. She is our Kara Zor-El Supergirl. You have Eve Ridley as Ruth, Matthias Schoenaerts as the bad guy Krem of the Yellow Sun. Spoilers, David Cornsweet's in this Superman with some cameos. And then, of course, the Jason Momoa as Lobo. That's essentially your main cast you need to know. PG-13 movie, 1 hour, 47 minutes. Anthony, what happens in Supergirl?
Supergirl is about Superman's cousin, Kara Zor-El. She is a drunkard in space, looking to figure out where she fits in this in the universe, and she's minding her own business, and comes across a little girl that gets her family murdered by this guy named Krem, and has to get involved because Krem also shoots her dog, and she needs to help this girl because they both have a mutual interest in finding Krem. And along the way, she finds herself and finds out what she's meant to do in this universe.
You know, the creme rises to the top in a lot of ways. Can I get some creme for my coffee? Anyway,
I don't think he rises to the top at all.
This creme, I don't know. Okay, Anthony. History with Supergirl and all, and then what'd you think of the movie?
History with Supergirl? I mean, very little, other than maybe reading a couple comics with her in it. I don't think I've ever read a solo Supergirl comics.
Okay.
So not a ton of history. I did watch the show. I did see the lead actress of the show on The Fappening.
You did watch the Melissa Benoist. Yes, The Fappening was fantastic. Remember The Fappening?
Yeah, those were the days.
Those were the days.
So yeah, that's my history with Supergirl. And what are we talking about? What I thought of the movie?
Yeah.
Okay. What did I think of the movie? Listen, I liked the movie. I'll say that. I liked it. I thought it was solid. I'm going to have two dispiriting thoughts. I liked the movie. I thought it was solid. I thought Milly Alcock was fine. I enjoyed some of the action. I enjoyed the villain. I thought it was a perfectly decent superhero movie. That said, this is absolutely, now that I've thought about it, and we probably could have said this before. We probably said this before.
Yeah.
For James Gunn to release this as his second film in the DCU, it was absolutely a mistake.
Yeah.
Absolutely a mistake. This is the wrong movie to go out and release as your second film. I always thought that the movies and the TV shows he was doing were kind of odd anyways.
Yeah.
And the fact that this one was the second one, huge mistake. There's not an audience for this. It's a safe movie. It doesn't really do anything different. And out of the gate, I think you got to hit home runs with this. And we're not in this movie would have been perfectly fine if it was a Marvel movie released in, let's go 2010 to 2016, 2018 even.
Yeah.
Been perfectly fine.
The Marvels.
But we're at least 8 years past that now. And we're just in a different era of superhero movies. And if you're just going to play it and do it a safe superhero movie, and by safe, I mean in terms of what the story was.
Yeah.
This is not a safe decision to do Supergirl,
right,
but it's a safe decision to make the story the way it was.
Yeah.
You got to recognize that you're trying to relaunch a universe that's already failed, and you're trying to do this while Marvel has also had its peak and been going down. So I think it's just a severe miscalculation that they decided to release this movie. I personally liked it.
Yeah.
And I'm going to give it a decent score.
Yeah.
But I mean, by the box office, by the reaction, by probably what you guys are going to say.
Yeah.
You are not creating momentum by doing a movie like this at this time.
Yeah.
When you're trying to relaunch your entire universe. So yeah, I think it was a huge mistake.
Okay, this
might
might
lose a lot of money too on this.
Oh, I just saw an article they may lose $100 million. on this. Ruggs, this might surprise everyone. Ruggs, theater experience, opening thoughts, history with the character.
My theater experience is perfectly fine.
Oh, shit.
There was like nobody in the theater.
Oh, shit.
There was like maybe 20 people in the theater.
Yeah, that tracks.
And everybody was an adult. There was no like young kids.
I just got to say real quick while we're on the theater thing. Sorry, Ruggs. I knew something was, we all knew this was going to be bad, but I knew something was up because Alamo's a diehard crowd and the Thursday night showing, usually for that 6 or 7 o'clock showing, is packed.
Yeah.
Mine was not even half full.
Wow.
Yeah,
wow.
So, go ahead.
Yeah, well, it deserves to be said. Like, nobody's showing up for this movie.
Nope.
Most of the people that were in the theater were guys. And so just saying.
Yeah.
I thought the movie wasn't terrible. I thought it was fine. But I don't understand what they're trying to do. It reminded me a lot of like other DC movies that sucked.
Yeah.
And like for example, at the end of The Flash where they're just fighting in a fucking desert.
Yeah.
And it's just like nothing. And this is the end is the same thing. It's like
yep.
very desert.
Yep.
And people were trying to say this movie was like Furiosa or something. And I'm like, no, because there's dust.
You're right.
Like, why is it
because it's like brown. Because the movie's brown.
It had interesting stuff. It had like the aliens and the costumes and stuff, but it was also shot so dark that it took away from all of that. Yeah. So you have this like, oh, we're going to create cool alien planets and do alien stuff. But then you like shroud it in like darkness and like whatever clouds of dust and shit. And so you don't really get to enjoy the majesty. It's not like you're looking at Asgard and like fucking Thor or something like where you're like, oh shit. Or you even in He-Man, you get to see Eternia. It was still more cool and memorable than what we saw here.
Yeah.
So they weren't visually making anything great. Like the ship designs and stuff were all kind of like every ship looked the same.
Yeah,
I couldn't tell the difference between the bad guy ship or the good guy ship.
Yeah.
So like overall, everything was just kind of all right. The story, the ideas were there, but they weren't fleshed out enough and not quite. I don't know. Like I understand that they made this about this Tom King run.
Yeah.
And I don't like Tom King, first of all. Second of all,
yeah, he's pretty wordy.
He completely like did his own thing with this reinvention of Supergirl.
Yes.
That kind of changes things. And then on top of that, they changed the origin and the origins. So she's born in Argo instead of being born on Krypton and then having to transfer to Argo.
Yeah.
And then leaving Argo to come to Earth when she's a teenager and Superman's already grown up. So her cousin, there's a lot of like fun things you can do.
Yeah.
They kind of like got rid of all that. And not only that, but the tragedy of her seeing Krypton, the planet.
Right.
Then there's there's a lot of like stuff that happens that is incongruent with itself. So Supergirl can heal no problem from any kind of poison that she has when the yellow sun comes. But the dog, you can't move the dog. Because if you move the dog will die. But she had to move him in the first place to get him to the alien to get healed or whatever.
Couldn't she just take him?
None of this stuff ever, like none of the thought processes of what happens makes any sense. Like you can't move the dog, but I just moved it here. So if you would have moved it straight to a planet with the yellow sun, he would have been fine.
You could just moved it and it'd been fine. And I will tell you the dog thing about the book too.
And not only this, in Superman, Krypto is kicking everyone's ass and saving Superman because he's completely like he can't do anything, right? And this one, Krypto's out of the game, and and so it's funny that like in Superman's movie, Krypto comes to the rescue because Superman's inept, and he's supposedly been a superhero like this whole time.
Yeah, but that's a yellow sun also. That's a yellow sun, but he was still flying around and shit. I don't know.
I'm just saying that like they chose to take Krypto out of this movie.
Yeah,
write him out. So she could be center stage. So
he is
look
more
at what they're doing.
There's more Krypto in Superman. Yeah. Than in
they're making Superman a buffoon and having Krypto rescue.
Yeah.
And then they take Krypto out.
Well, here
so Kara Zor-El can have all the spotlight.
No, here it's Lobo. They put a man in to save her like twice. I think.
Yeah, but that kind of muddies the message up a little bit. He didn't need to be in this movie at all.
No, he did not.
And it wasn't like the best Lobo. To me, it wasn't the best Lobo that I could imagine either.
Yeah.
So I feel like he got short shrifted. Momoa could have had a cooler Lobo outing, and this wasn't it. I mean, he did Lobo-ish things, but like it was just kind of like just all right.
Yeah.
So like, I don't hate this movie. I don't think it's bad.
Yeah.
There's times where I was enjoying it, but then there were times where it grinded to a halt, and for no apparent reason, just to give her like some kind of some time to reflect on her past, basically, you know. And then I'm like, oh, she's out of commission for this whole 15, 20 minutes of the movie, so she could like think about her past and then decide to be Supergirl. I'm like, okay, well, that's not really climactic. I don't think that there's a hero's journey there that we're seeing, but I don't know. It was okay. That's all I'll say.
Okay. Here's what happened to me. I had the Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow trade paperback. I bought it like a year ago. Have not been able to read it. I started it several times. Tom King is a wordy motherfucker. I finally, the night before this past Wednesday, finished the book. It's not bad. There's some beautiful passages, but it's almost like it's like a Vertigo version of Supergirl. It's like kind of like reading a Neil Gaiman Sandman version of Supergirl. The art is beautiful and bright and colorful. So that is one thing they did not adapt in this movie. I'm sorry. Look, I like women. I believe women. I listen to women. I really wanted to like this movie. I was a little disappointed. This is just a mediocre, at best, to kind of sliding into it's not that good. There's really
Imran going the hardest on this
movie. I'll tell you why. This movie is boring at times. So I watched it the first time. I was falling asleep. And I watched the whole thing and I was like, all right, maybe I was too high. Maybe I was tired. I don't know. I was like, let me give it a second chance. I pulled it up on the fucking site where you can watch the cam. I was like, let me run it back and watch it again. I shit you not. I fell asleep at the same fucking point of the movie.
Oh, shit.
And I was like, okay.
What
and
point
then
was that?
What point was
I'll
it?
tell you exactly where. The moment where she goes to the planet and that couple finds her and she's asking them and they drug her and then she gets caught.
Oh, yeah.
From that on to the fucking final battle scene drags so fucking much. That's where I fell asleep. I don't know why. I was in there. I was following it. I thought the look of the movie is muddy and brown. The editing, I couldn't follow a lot of the action. It's hard to follow. The music drops are weird. They're trying
What was that last song that they put on?
Well, let's jump to the last song. Nobody likes it. It's like trying to be like James Gunn without any of the nuance. The last song, look, the final battle scene, she's kicking ass. There is an orchestral score. It's actually, there are parts of this movie that start to work for a moment and then disappear. So the orchestra scene is moving. She's kicking ass in the open, flat dirt where everything is now. And then they play, not the original, a cover of the Jimmy Eat World song, The Middle.
Yeah, it's
now, thematically, if you know the lyrics, it does kind of make sense. It's all about giving yourself a second chance, believing in yourself, don't give up. But this cover is weird. Why didn't you just play the regular version? At least because it's
a man saying it.
It slows everything down. And I watched that whole third part 3 times. It does not work. I'm sorry. I love the weird music drop. I love as much as the next guy. It does not work. Here's the big picture. I read this book and I was like, wow, there's a lot going on in here. They chased Krem for a long time. I don't know how they're going to adapt this. And I think it was the wrong story to choose to adapt because this only works once you've established a Supergirl and you know about Supergirl. They keep doing it. They keep jumping to the thing that like reinvents the character without actually establishing the fucking character first.
Well, I think what they're doing to give this movie, to understand what this movie was doing or to try to defend what they're doing, I think they're going off the fact that, okay, you don't know who Supergirl is, but you know who Superman is.
Right.
So you're automatically going to assume Supergirl is going to be like Superman, and then she's completely not.
Right. That works.
They're building on, they're trying to say, hey, this character can get to the point of Superman, but we're going to play with that and go, no, she's not that guy yet.
No, I love that contradiction. I thought Milly did a good job. She's likable enough.
She's fine.
Yeah, and she got,
She's okay.
but they didn't give her the script. They didn't give her nothing. There's no like, You think about Wonder Woman and the fucking the trench scene. There was no big memorable scene in this movie to make you feel something. So ultimately, at the end, I didn't give a shit about Supergirl or Ruth. Krem, why are you using this villain? This is a one-off villain Tom King created for this fucking story. Like, he has no relationship, no history.
Well, they do that part where she like rises up and she's in her gown or in her Supergirl outfit.
Yeah.
So there were some like decent moments, but yeah, I mean, I agree. Ruggs said it on his Patreon review, and I completely agree with it. So you should listen to that. Where I liked Milly Alcock. I don't think she was bad in the role, but there's no character on here that's like super magnetic.
Yeah,
where you're just like, okay, even though the script is average and the look is terrible.
Yeah,
there's still people that are popping off the screen. You never really get like, you don't get a Thor, you don't get a Chris Hemsworth performance, you don't get a you don't get a Chris Evans, you don't get a talent, you don't get any of those guys, you don't get a Gal Gadot that pops off the screen.
Even Gal Gadot's stunning, and you can't take your eyes off.
She can't even act. But she embodied the character.
Yes,
right. She embodied the character. She was great to look at, and she just left off the screen, and that's what
is the problem. This version of Supergirl that's cantankerous and doesn't listen.
We've seen the TV show, the WB or whatever, the one that they started on Channel 2, CBS.
Yeah, it was like CW.
Yeah, and she was, attractive. She was like Clark Kent light. She was working at a magazine and all that stuff.
Good Supergirl.
It was cute, whatever. But I do like this idea that she's jaded because she grew up in Krypton. She saw her planet get destroyed.
She saw some shit and should be traumatized, and they could have dove into that. That's interesting.
But to go full on into her just being a drunkard and like going to planets to get drunk.
Yeah.
I would, that's just like, it seems like it's too human. It's not a Kryptonian thing. That's a human thing. A Kryptonian probably wouldn't do that. Not only that, but she's got powers. She's got the yellow sun and all that.
Well, she spent time on Earth because she's into like 90s shit, and she's has American like when was that?
I don't know. I think that, as I said, this Tom King story is not the best.
No, and this should not.
I think that James Gunn wanted her to be this like drunk party girl or whatever.
Yeah.
That kind of like drinks her like her sorrows away and is irresponsible. I don't know if that would be the case too. I feel like she would probably be on Earth, a place where she's powerful, trying to deal with her past, trying to reconcile what that means. That's an interesting thing to get into.
Yes.
And they tried to do it here, but it's muddled up with all this other, like, I'm a drunkard, I don't care, and this and that. Fuck everyone. My planet's been destroyed.
I agree. But both you guys, Anthony and Ruggs, this shouldn't have been the second movie. It's very strange. This wasn't in his plan of, Gods and Monsters, 10 Things. And while picking the book is not a safe choice, it was the wrong choice. And what they did with the book was very safe. After reading the book and watching it, I'm like, this should not have been the first fucking Supergirl story you were telling. This has to come later. You got to establish Supergirl on Earth. Remember, James Gunn said we're not going into production on any movie until the script is rock solid. What the fuck happened here? What can we believe out of this guy's fucking mouth? Because I can't believe he saw the script. And he's like, yeah. Apparently, also, I heard they cut out like 25 minutes of this movie.
Oh, wow.
So I don't know if that would help or not.
It was already kind of slow in parts.
It's all kind of chopped up.
Yeah, I didn't necessarily dislike the story. I just think it's just bad timing for this movie. Like, I think, as I mentioned earlier, if this movie was released 10 years ago, it would have got lapped up and everyone would have liked it. It's just the wrong time for this movie. This isn't the time to introduce a character that nobody knows and then put it in a storyline that is just mediocre.
Yeah.
And then you add on what was disappointing for me in the film was I really enjoyed the makeup that these characters had. Like there was some very elaborate.
The aliens are cool.
Yeah, the aliens were all very cool. Mm-hmm. They were like mostly it looked like actual people on set. But then you just muddy it by doing this like brown shit overtone on everything. And it's just like, what are you doing there? And then while I liked Milly Alcock and I thought she did okay with what she was given. I mean, they basically made her Chris Pratt, Star-Lord.
Yeah.
Right? Like they made her this overgrown teenager that like hasn't really dealt with.
Yep. Irresponsible. She's funny, quippy. She's like, Cream? Oh yeah, that guy Cream?
Right. It's just I don't know. It's just it's just I don't think there was anyone that was really anticipating
who's the movie
this.
for, really?
That is a very good question. I'm not sure.
The only people that are going to like it are men like me that just enjoy superhero movies and are like, okay, I'll take that.
Let's talk about this because people on the internet, people on X are saying that, oh, it's all these men that are hating on this movie. But at the end of the day, if you look at comic books, and I sent this to you guys before the show about comic book superhero audiences, people who collect superhero comics, it's for the longest time since the 1960s was
male dominated,
like 98% male, up until the Marvel movies come out, and basically it becomes pop culture and a trend.
And that doesn't happen until like the 2000s, 2020s, and then it's still only like 40 to 60%, right?
Well, it's
40 to 60%, and Ron would be the majority.
Yeah, well, no, 40% women at the most.
40 is the most
that are into superhero comics, and that's because men have left superhero comics. So it's like if men still read them, because the comics have gone so bad that there would be now there's more because since men left, there's more. They make up more of the percentage. But for the longest time, up until it became popular, it became a trend, these comics were written for boys to enjoy. So all of the people that have read these comics and all the stuff that are now like in their 40s or 30s or whatever, before this, like the phenomenon of the Marvel Universe came out of the MCU, like those are the people you want in the theater, and they're over it now.
Yeah.
And so you can't be like, oh, who's going to go? The women aren't going to the theater to see this. Do you think
little girls would enjoy this as to look up to someone?
I'm sure that there's a percentage of that went to the theater, but what kind of a superhero
she's not even a great
young
woman.
Girls to be in. Like, think about what girls liked. They liked K-pop Demon Hunters.
Yeah.
Why? There was a romance.
Yeah.
There was about fitting in. Those are things that girls care about, fitting in and romance, right?
Yeah.
And things like that. Cool outfits, looking. All of the K-pop Demon Hunters are very glamorous looking, and and then all of the bad guys are some of them have abs. They're all like got the cool haircuts.
Yeah.
There's none of that in here. There's none of that like that mystique in here that like is interesting to like teenage girls or young girls. It just looks like a boy movie to them. So, it's not, it doesn't have like what the Barbie effect,
right?
That kind of thing. So it
has nothing. The thing comes off flat. The movie has no momentum.
So it's like, it just doesn't know what its audience is. If you're playing to men, and you want men to come, it's got to be a little sexier. It's got to be a little bit more. If you want young girls to come, it's got to be a little more glamorous.
If you notice in this Gunn universe, all the women heroes are just like murderers. Think about it.
Right.
Hawk Girl dropped that dude. She's like, I'm not Superman. And fucking Supergirl stabs the motherfucker after trying to save Ruth, trying to save her soul. And it's a little bit different than the book. But also, look, I love the aliens, but it did seem a little like third-rate Star Wars, a little bit like the bus scene, okay? It's a fun scene. You got a lot of aliens. Then these fucking pirates show up, and then they have this, they disappear, blink in and out. Wasn't that exactly the fucking fight scene from the Marvels where they were disappearing and popping up and fighting and jumping around?
We've seen this before.
Didn't we already see this before?
Yeah, we've seen this.
There was
I just think to that point, we are in a different point when it comes to superhero movies for the most part, and you have to treat it differently now. Like I kind of like the Clayface thing because at least it's different.
Yes,
but you have to do things like that. Like you can't, if you're gonna just keep doing the same stuff, it's just not gonna work. It's not going to work. And then if you do it with characters that nobody knows, that makes it worse.
That's the problem. Like we were talking about earlier, James Gunn, you got to You can't be picking these fucking random obscure characters. You're trying to build the thing. You need Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman. That is the minimum beginning start for the DC universe.
Well, I said this from the beginning when he announced Gods and Monsters, that while I like James Gunn, his choices for certain things and his sensibilities are not what can run an entire universe. He was picking. I mean, he did what the that animated show,
Creature Commandos.
Yeah, he was going to do the Authority. He was going to do Booster Gold, and it's like, dude,
weird shit.
I know you like this weird stuff, but this is not going to relaunch the universe.
Do you think this?
You're going to do a Superman movie? People like the Superman movie. We're in the minority.
Yep.
You also still had monkeys typing. I mean, like you had weird things, and like you can't go super like straight. Like you can't. His taste isn't for everybody.
I mean, I like Peacemaker, but that's definitely a very James
weird.
Gunn.
That's also James Gunn.
Yeah, very James Gunn.
It's a character that nobody liked. Nobody knew.
You do whatever you want.
Do whatever you want with it, and that's fine. Put your wife in it. Who cares?
The thing is with this movie is it's not even that weird.
No.
So it's just even though it's not a safe pick, it's a very safe movie.
Yeah. Yes. They watered the fuck down. Watered that book down.
They took the formula that Marvel had 20 years ago with Tony Stark, was make the character kind of a fuck up and quippy.
Yep.
And it's been 18 years. Like you need a different angle than fuck up quippy as your main superhero. They just made it a female this time. And we've seen that plenty of times.
And
we've seen females.
Well, it was nice. I think it was a nice way to not make her a Mary Sue.
Yeah.
But I think it was.
She was
nice.
depowered a lot. What did we think of that?
That was fine, but they did it too much.
Yeah.
And like, all right, so if she's depowered and she's got to fight Krem and whatever, but now that means Krem's not that much of a badass. So she needs to be. If she fights somebody full power as Supergirl and is having a tough time, then it's more badass. But it's fine. Like you have to, with these super powered, ultra omega powered beings, you gotta do something.
Yeah.
But I mean, kryptonite will do it. You don't need anything else besides.
And how did they know about the kryptonite anyways? That was my other question.
Yeah, why is it common knowledge?
How did they don't even know she's Kryptonian? Did they? How did he have that shit already? He did say, I've never tested this on anyone, but on you, it seems to work. But I was like, how the fuck did you even know about this?
You know what I also thought? Again, I liked the movie, so I'm shitting on it because we're on this theme of shitting on it. But while I thought Lobo was okay, I was just like, I think casting Jason Momoa as Lobo, even though he kind of looks like Lobo,
it's stunt casting.
I think it was too soon to recast Jason Momoa.
Yeah.
Like I looked at it, I went, this is just Jason Momoa.
Yeah, he's acting the same way he was when he was Aquaman. No difference. He's just doing he has one fucking note.
He just says Bastich, which is Lobo's line.
He gets to say Bastich and see you later, tits. Like, he got a couple of good lines, but completely shoehorned in there. He is not in the original source material. So he's
way more badass in the comics. And
Lobo, yeah,
absolutely.
I mean, he blows some shit up and flies off. And that whole bit where she was under the green sun and she's laying there all powerless, I was like, I saw this in Mando and Grogu already. The fuck? Everything in this movie we've already seen in other things.
It seems like a Chat GPT version of Tom King's graphic novel.
It just everything is they do the speed ramp at the end, the slow-mo with that fucking song. And let's just talk about the ending. Ruth the whole time wants to kill Krem because he killed her whole family, which, if the brother wasn't listening to music on his headphones, they may still have been alive. It's his fault. But she's got him there, and Supergirl says it's not going to make the pain go away. Don't do it. And then Ruth leaves, and Kara turns around and just fucking stabs him.
I don't mind that she does that because he deserves to die. He's a piece of shit, and he's like human trafficker and everything.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that worked. I think that if it came more like she's trying to protect her innocence and keep her innocent, and that's why. But the guy deserves to die. Yeah, it would have. But the way that they did it, it just seemed like she was like, "Oh, I'm going to tell you to do one thing. I'm going to do the opposite.
Do what I say, not what I do.
Well,
Yeah, and I know what they're trying to do, but it just for some reason in the moment it didn't work. I was like, what?
I didn't think it worked because we just didn't get enough of that. Supergirl, one, was a killer, and two, had gone through this like change where she's now like, I'm this person, but I know what it's like to be this type of person, so I can't let that become you as well.
Right.
I don't think that journey was spelled out well enough in the
not earned
movie.
enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just didn't work. Something was missing to make that moment play better.
Because you don't even really see Supergirl. I mean, is she killing people throughout the movie? I don't. They kind of like, if she is, they don't really. They don't really like. It's not it's not something they're focused. Like, there's not enough of a emphasis on the fact that she's this ruthless killer throughout the movie.
She fights everyone in the bar, but it's like in the background. She fights on the bus. You don't really see her killing anyone.
Did you catch how, like, in the trailer when she's talking about how Superman sees the good in everybody and she sees the truth?
Yeah. It's
like,
so different in the movie.
She just mumbles it.
She throws away the whole line. That's such an important thing in the trailer. That was like the crux of it. She just throws away this line. I was like, that's the actual take you're using for this?
I missed it.
Didn't make sense. She just fucking says it real quick and moves on. When there should have been a little bit more of a pause.
There was one quick line and they gloss over it. They just say it. They never acknowledge it. She's like, why is he Superman and you're Supergirl? And there's never like a retort to that. Yeah. They just ask the question and move on.
Yeah. So they start to touch on interesting things and never do anything with it.
Here, I have a question for you guys.
Yes.
I saw this as a headline on one of my favorite shows. I didn't watch it. I didn't listen to it. It's the rewatchable. It's The Big Picture.
Yeah.
And the headline that they were talking about, it was clipped, was this is officially the end of superhero movies. It's over.
You know what's crazy is, did you see the Variety review? They called the movie super horrendous in the headline. The fucking headline, Variety. Jesus.
Until Spider-Man comes out. And then all of a sudden everyone's going to love superheroes.
Oh, they're going to be, Then,
I think there's still, there's going to be characters. I think the point there is there's still going to be characters and franchises that work.
Yeah.
Similar to like a Dune or like anything like.
But they got to be big names.
They're like Sword and Sandal movies. There's still some that work. There's still some Westerns that work.
Yeah.
But the superhero genre as a whole is like that dead. Where it's like not everything is going to work anymore.
No.
Most of it's going to be shitty.
No, yeah.
And you need to completely figure it out and change.
You're right, though. Like 10, 15 years ago, you could do these little side movies and it would have been fine.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
I think they got to stop.
You can't do that anymore.
I think they got to stop trying to aim at these niche markets.
Yeah.
And just go for the big thing that everybody used to love.
Yes.
Like the big, broad. Make it big, make it broad.
Let's go. Tom Brittany is Batman. Let's go, Gunn. Give us the fucking Batman. Do you think Gunn survives this? He's going to take the hit for this.
No.
It's going to flop.
I feel like maybe Wonder Woman, but I don't even know if he could even pull off a Wonder Woman movie because.
With the same writer? This movie? What do you think?
Yeah, I don't think so.
I think he's gone by 2028. I think he leaves on his own. I don't think he wants to work.
I don't think DC can survive another reboot.
But I don't think he wants to work with the Ellisons and their fucking political leanings and whatever bullshit they're going to ask of him. He's not going to.
Well, that's going to be his good exit strategy. That he doesn't. Well, the story's not that he's a complete failure.
Yeah. He will use that. He will use that as an exit, and I bet he's not around in 2 years.
Well, the movies that are coming up are Clayface.
Which will be mildly entertaining, probably.
Different.
That might be interesting.
It could be good.
Man of Tomorrow has a release date.
Yep.
And then there's these other movies that have writers and directors. Some don't have anything. Brave and the Bold, Swamp Thing, and then Wonder Woman movie.
Yeah, that's years away.
And then they've got Lanterns coming out.
Oh, and Lanterns. I'm hoping it'll be good. I know Supergirl is going to be in Man of Tomorrow, so we'll see more of her. Okay. Let's do this. I'm going to list off a bunch of female-led superhero movies, and you tell me where this movie lands. Okay?
Like, is it better or worse?
Yeah. And this is kind of interesting. As shitty as this movie is, this is where we are. So, starting with 1984 Supergirl, Catwoman, 2004.
Wait. Are we doing it one by one, or are we just ranking?
I'm just going to read you the list real quick, just so you can get a sense of where we're at with female-led superhero movies. Supergirl 1984, Catwoman, Halle Berry, Elektra from 2005. They put Kick-Ass in this because of Hit Girl.
No, that's not. That doesn't
count.
That's not
Wonder Woman 2017, Captain Marvel 2019, Birds of Prey 2020. They put the New Mutants in this. There's a lot of women. It's more of an ensemble. Wonder Woman 1984, Black Widow 2021, The Marvels 2023, Madam Web 2024, and Supergirl 2026.
I already know where mine's at.
And I will say, as much as this movie does not work for me, I couldn't fuck with it. This may be the second best movie on this list.
But that's the thing you don't really notice is that
Or third.
the drop off from Wonder Woman 1 to all of these other movies is so big.
Yes.
It's like a 3-point drop.
Absolutely.
It's like
Where do you go? What are you doing, Anthony?
I got as high as third.
Okay. What's number 2?
I might go. I might go Captain Marvel. I might go Black Widow.
Okay. Yeah, I can see that. I can see Captain Marvel, and I can see a little Black Widow. Yeah.
But they're not good. No, I mean, they're as bad. But here's the thing: there's been a lot of bad female-led superhero movies. I don't know what the deal is with that.
Yeah,
maybe it's Ruggs' point where they're just making them they're not making them good enough for women or men.
Right.
That'd be interesting to look at and reanalyze all these these videos or movies. Excuse me.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. This movie's not bad. It's just come out at a horrible time.
Yeah. The timing is weird. The fact that it's the second movie is weird.
Wait, what about you, Ruggs? What do you think where it's at amongst all those
Well,
movies?
I think that it's tied for second with Captain Marvel and Black Widow.
Yeah.
And all the other ones are a lot worse.
What do you think that is? Do you think it's because of the fact that
I think that Zack Snyder understood the assignment.
Yeah, but how do you go from Wonder Woman 2017 to fucking Wonder Woman 1984? 3 years later, probably the worst fucking movie on this list.
Well, because, whatever. At that point, like, Snyder was not involved anymore.
No, he wasn't.
Well, what I'm getting at is why are female superhero movies so bad?
They don't play well. I don't know.
Is it because of what you said, that they're making them for the wrong audiences on either side?
They're making them for an audience that's not really there for them.
And some of these have female directors and writers.
Yeah.
And that's
also maybe. Yeah. I'm not saying that's the reason, but I mean, there's things that they've been trying to do and it hasn't worked.
So like a man can do it, a woman can't do it. I don't know who can do it.
Let's just see. Like if you're going on the idea that most of the comic book superhero genre is men like watching it, collecting it, doing this and doing that. And then you make a movie and they go and see it, but it just seems like to be bashing that all the time. And it's cute a few times, but all of a sudden it's just like, now this one didn't do that.
It did not.
No, that's true.
But the rep that everybody has now set up was that. So it's kind of like now it's got a stigma that has nothing to do with it. It's kind of like
it's weird.
The genre has kind of poisoned itself.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know. I feel like if we can get back to Wonder Woman, where it's a story where she was in love with a guy, she was a fish out of water. She had to learn about. There's a lot of cute stuff in there for a lot of different people. Very broad. If we can get back to a broad movie about broads,
it's too
then
niche-y.
we got something.
Well, also Wonder Woman, amongst all those other things, you could clearly define her character. I mean, she was the fish out of water, but she was also someone that always did what she had a very strong moral set and very strong boundaries of doing, like, okay, I'm doing this because it's the right thing to do. And a lot of these other female-led superhero movies, it's just very undefined as far as like what their character is, who they are. Like the only ones we really know about besides her are Black Widow. It's kind of Captain Marvel, but even Captain Marvel is tough.
Yeah.
We don't really know what her character is.
Let's just look at the big three male superheroes: Spider-Man, Batman, and Superman.
We know
Spider-Man. You know Peter Parker's moral compass right off the bat.
Yep.
Uncle Ben dies. Blah blah blah. His whole life is guilt-ridden. He has to step in. He has to save people.
Right.
Batman has a tragedy happen to him. He wants to stop crime from taking Gotham. He's going to do everything that he has to do to stop crime. Superman has this feeling from his dad that was given to him through his parents, Earth, to be a good person. So he just tries to do that. So very simple. Any idiot can understand it.
Yeah.
It's very simple. When you get into these anti-heroes and this and that, they all kind of start to become, not as heroic.
Right.
When you want to be like, hey, I want you to be like this little kid. Follow what this, it's not a good role model.
Well, that's like, what's the message? The message is kill when people deserve to get killed. You should kill.
Well, like I like heroes that kill, like the Punisher and stuff like that, but that's not for kids. You're not trying to make that. That's a niche thing, right?
Should Supergirl have the same philosophy as the Punisher? Is a good question.
This is Supergirl. Yes. This is not like Black Widow, which is kind of a sketchy character. Right. This is Supergirl. You have the S from Krypton. You have the we wear the good guys colors.
Yep.
And she's got this kind of sketchy, murky kind of moral code.
But now maybe the next time we see her, maybe she's more moral, more.
Well, you got to be at the end of this movie. You got to know what she's about.
Yeah,
at the end of the movie, she stabs a guy in the neck.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, still.
Yeah.
If she started the movie with stabbing the guys in the neck, and at the end of the movie, she doesn't want to stab anybody in the neck. Yeah. That's a different growth pattern there.
Can I just mention? So the whole crypto thing, how they dragged it on with the antidote, blah, blah, blah. In the book, it's a non-issue because he does get hit the same way. But Kara lies to Ruth for the rest of the story, telling her it's about crypto because she wanted to see Ruth, what Ruth was going to do, how she's going to grow, what was she going to create. And at the end, you find out. She goes, oh, no, crypto's fine. I took her to a doctor. He's great. We don't got to worry about him.
So in the comic, there never was an antidote or anything like that?
There was. She did have to find him for this antidote or to save crypto, but it was a lie to follow Ruthie. And then the ending of the book, let me tell you the ending of the book. It's crazy because they're both Superman and Ruth cannot kill Krem. They both have a moment where they have the knife to the neck and they can't do it. So what ends up happening? Because the book is told from the point of view of Ruth as she's old. She wrote a book about this incident, so she's remembering all this, right? So at the end, they actually send Krem to the Phantom Zone. The very end of the book picks up hundreds of years later. Ruth is really old. Supergirl's there visiting, and she has Krem in the Phantom Zone. He's been in there 300 years. He's had time to think about what she does. She releases him, and he's this old decrepit man, and he's like, thank you for saving me. I understand what I did wrong. And the last page is crazy because Ruth is narrating. They're all standing there. Ruth narrates what happens in the movie. She's like, Supergirl grabbed the sword, turned around, and killed Krem and walked away. But what the art is showing you in silhouette is actually old Ruth gets the kill. She killed Krem after him being imprisoned for 300 years in the Phantom Zone. She still wanted that revenge, gets her satisfaction. But the story she ends up telling is telling everyone Supergirl did it. And I don't think the writer of this movie got the ending. In fact, there's articles where the director and the writer were like, we kind of misunderstood the ending of the book.
Well, it's an interesting ending.
It is. It was very crazy.
You kind of went on a tangent there, which I don't mind. What I was going to get at is I also thought it was just very silly that this guy Krem is carrying the antidote as a necklace the entire
know,
movie.
it's just hanging there the whole time.
Who does that?
Yes. How about you tuck it underneath or put it somewhere secure?
Who carries an antidote?
Yeah, well, you got arrows in case you shoot yourself. What
would you do? Yeah, well, I guess.
Why do you even have the antidote? He uses it to torture people, they said. But in the book, the crypto thing is a non-issue. She just used it as a lie to get Ruth to fucking go with her.
Well, that would have been also... I don't know how you adapt that into a first Supergirl movie. That also would have been very odd.
Yes.
If this would have been a narrated movie from the girl's point of view, and then it ends with the girl killing, like that's not a universe building movie.
No, which is why I was like, I don't think they should have picked this story. It's a great story. It's beautifully illustrated. This is not a good idea to do right now.
No,
it's not the time. Okay,
this is the type of movie you release as an animated movie on DC, and you do it as a one-off,
like they're doing with Nightfall. Like right? Like you could do that. Okay, wait. Two more comparisons. Best person to play Supergirl: Helen Slater, 1984. Laura Vandervoort played her on Smallville, early 2000s. Then you have Melissa Benoist from Supergirl, Sasha Calle from The Flash, Milly Alcock. I feel like they've all, like, it's a little unfair for Melissa Benoist because she's got more material. Does anybody have a favorite, Ruggs?
I don't know. I mean, acting wise, I think Milly Alcock did the greatest acting job.
Yeah.
But as far as embodying the character, like we talked about Gal Gadot, how she can't act worth shit, but she embodies Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
Like she embodies it the least. Even Sasha Calle, who doesn't look anything like Supergirl.
Right.
She really leapt off the screen and was very memorable.
Yeah.
And that outfit was crazy that she was wearing.
Yeah.
But so I think Milly Alcock is probably the least memorable as Supergirl.
Yeah. Anthony, would you have an answer?
I haven't seen the first two. Remember Melissa Benoist? I mean, Melissa Benoist is just doing Clark Kent, right? So
yeah,
it's fine.
Yeah.
That girl in the middle, Sasha or whatever.
Yeah.
Don't
Sasha
remember
Calle.
her at all.
She was in the, remember the end, she was in The Flash.
No, I know. Don't remember her.
Don't remember. Okay. Not memorable.
Milly Alcock's got like at least an interesting take on it.
Yeah.
I feel like she was more alluring and interesting in Game of Thrones.
Yes.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I'll just say this about Milly Alcock.
Yeah.
And she's gotten a lot of criticism. Some people really said she's like not a great. I think she looks fine. I think she looks.
Yeah.
I would totally not. I wouldn't kick her out of bed for eating cookies.
For eating cookies again.
Oh, no one's saying that. Yeah, I just think that.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you said it.
Seem like Supergirl.
I'm not saying you said it. I'm saying there's a lot of shit online about people being like, she's ugly. She's a terrible.
Well, I did a whole rant about how she's fine. But
I mean, unfortunately, the script does not do many favors. Out of all these, I'm going to say Melissa Benoist is, I think, my favorite.
Yeah. I mean, you had a lot of time with her.
You had a lot of time with her. She was really good. She's very attractive. Helen Slater, also super hot for 1984 Supergirl.
Absolutely. And Laura Vandervoort, not bad either.
Yeah.
So if you put them all up, Milly Alcock is, as far as just the embodiment of the characters, probably the weaker one.
Okay, one more question and we'll get to the Frank Grillo meter. If out of these 4 movies, gun to your head, you had to rewatch one of them, which one are you picking?
Okay.
Mortal Kombat 2, Star Wars Mandalorian Grogu, He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, or Supergirl. All recent movies, all kind of similar.
Already.
Yeah?
Because I've watched He-Man already a couple times.
Yeah.
Since I watched it.
I was going to say, I look at this list, I'll fucking watch Masters of the Universe over any of these movies. Sorry.
Yeah, Anthony? I'd say Masters of the Universe over this.
It edges it out. Supergirl isn't like far below it, but
it's 2.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, would be second.
Master Universe has just. It's just got a little. It's like I mean the girl.
Yeah.
The jokes and then just seeing fucking what's his name Skeletor, those dream scenes where he's wearing regular human outfits.
Yes, he's in the office and he's in the
gym. And you can see
room.
everything that's happening.
You could see everything. You could see the action. They got the tone right. It's a lot of fun. It's funny. It's memorable. This Supergirl is not fucking memorable. Where does Frank Grillo go? He will improve his picture.
He's got to be Krem.
Oh, yeah, Krem. Yeah, he could do Krem.
Lobo?
He could be Lobo. Would be kind of fun.
The problem with casting Frank Grillo is that he's already a Rick Flag Senior.
Oh shit, that's right. You can't.
He's
put
already
him in
the universe.
I'm surprised that Rick Flag didn't show up in this movie somehow. Just shoehorn him into everything.
Rick Flag Senior.
I forgot he is already in the universe.
So,
but if he wasn't, he'd be a fun Lobo. Okay. Anyways, final thoughts, Anthony. Give me a number.
6.5 out of 10.
Okay.
I had this at a 7 when I walked out of the theater.
Yeah.
As a recommend.
Yeah, I kind of liked it. I like the movie. But I like the movie. I just don't think it's the right movie to have released as the second movie in James Gunn's DCU.
Like if I was on the tomato-meter, I would give this a tomato. Like not a splatted tomato.
Oh, but you'd give it fresh.
Yeah, I would give it a fresh.
Well, okay. What would your score be?
On my score, because it's over a 5. It's a 6 for me, so it would get the fresh.
I'm at like a 5.56.
5.56.
Yeah.
A 5.5 or a 6 or
You know what?
5.5, 6.
I'll give it a 6.
Okay.
I'll give it a 6.
Is Supergirl, here's the real question. Is Supergirl better than Disclosure Day? And I'm going to answer it. It is.
Oh, shit. You're telling me this shit is better than a Spielberg movie?
I like it better than Disclosure Day.
Oh, you may be right.
It's really close.
It makes more sense than Disclosure
It's
Day.
really
Oh, shit.
close.
Poor Steven Spielberg. What happened? Anyways, Man of Tomorrow, it will be the next big movie. Should be something. All right, hold on. I still got thoughts about this movie from our listeners. Let's do some news from the nation.
It's time for news from the nation.
It's time for news from the nation.
It stinks. It
Whoa.
stinks.
One of these is a
It
wall
stinks.
of text here. Holy
Yeah,
shit.
don't worry. I'm going to read it. Don't worry.
You going to read the whole thing?
Yeah, there's a joke in there. I have to. They're calling me out.
God.
But listen, these reactions it's very interesting, okay? Ed Kittler writes, I fucking love this movie. It's just fun.
I fucking loved it.
But then he comes back going, okay, so I haven't seen this a second time now. There's one minor thing I keep going back to. That cover of the middle absolutely does not work for the final battle scene. That's correct. It does not work. Sorry. Joe Henry says, my whole family enjoyed it. Interestingly, though, we had a conversation, and it could be the best female-led superhero movie. The list is short. Make an argument for a female superhero movie that's better. Wonder Woman. That's
Yeah.
right. But that's it, is the thing.
Yeah, because it's after Wonder Woman, they all just fall off a cliff.
Yeah, real bad. Okay, this one's kind of long, but it's fine. Logan Janis, our buddy from Mostly Superheroes podcast, said, I had fun, but it was kind of boring. She was depowered a lot of the time. The girl with the sword seemed more like the main character, more than Supergirl. I did not need Jason Momoa as Lobo, but he did good. They should have used him more or not at all. The crypto story made me think of Rocket and Guardians of the Galaxy 3. There was at least one, maybe two scenes where we get Sword Girl point of view, 360 view of Supergirl kicking ass, which was cool, but was hard not to think about the Mr. Terrific scene in Superman, which is a lot better scene. Because the villain sucked, weak, felt like a Mad Max knockoff. The story felt siloed, which is surprising with it having so many characters and locations in space. Kryptonite's son? Okay, I guess I'm kind of into that, I guess. I didn't understand why she listened to Earth music and knew our pop culture references. And Supergirl's whole story was kind of blah. No real growth or big picture stakes. Just drinking and then kills the guy in the end. Surely she could take him to an interplanetary prison. Oh, and last gripe, the Supergirl ship landing and Superman meeting her for the first time. What in the hell was that? I think they could have done better. Maybe had a little bit of translation training done in the months of her leading up to her arrival.
Oh, yeah, he couldn't speak Kryptonian.
He goes, that's
Get
listen,
the fuck out of here with that.
The Superman cameo parts were some of the funniest parts of this movie.
Yeah.
That I remembered, where he's like, I'm sorry, I can't look at you English. Then he says, the good. I had fun. Music, rock, colors, and places were cool. Kids will love it. There were no colors. It was brown. Milly is a star, and I love her in the role. She rocks the suit. That was honestly a great build and reveal, even though it was in the marketing materials. It's a great sequel to Superman. Loved him being in it a lot. Solidified my love for David in the role. I'll come back to this movie for years to come and have fun every time. James and the team did it. Excited for more of his DCU to grow. Imran, if you don't read every goddamn word of this on the podcast, you're fired. Tony and Ruggs, maybe you guys are willing to split it up with him. Appreciate you guys. Whoops. Can't wait to listen to you gab about this one. That's why I had to read the whole thing, because he was going to fire me. But interesting mixed reaction. Also, the end scene has that effect of like shooting a movie in a box, which they do, like The Flash. Like it's in this giant green screen warehouse, and you can tell, and everything's flat. And I just like when Denis Villeneuve shoots Arrakis, you feel like you're on fucking Arrakis. Here, you're just in some fucking random, flat, dusty bullshit. Rick Martinez, I did not hate it, but it's hard to believe this was the script James Gunn said was incredible. And the Morrisons checking in. Steve Morrison said, we saw this in 4DX. Lisa needs a backiotomy after. I got the Mad Max comparison. All I could think of is that coat looking like a foreskin. They even had the cup at concessions. Overall, fun movie. See you later, tits, he says. And then Lisa Morrison supporting his review says he's not wrong. At one point, I almost flew out of my seat. 40X is not for the almost 50 crowd. I really enjoyed this movie. The whole she's not always nice, but always wants to be good vibe was very relatable for me. Sometimes as a woman, nice and good are conflated. And I love that Kara always does what she thinks is good, but isn't always nice doing it. And I will always love a movie about saving your pet. So that's great, right? You could do good things. You don't have to be nice about it.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
I wish there was more of that.
Yeah, well, you wish that you literally just said, "What's she doing, killing somebody? What kind of role model is this?"
Yeah, well, she
well,
did,
it's just odd that it's Supergirl, this kind of counterpart to Superman, and it's supposed to be this. I don't know. It's just very murky.
Yeah.
But
not
I understand
clear.
that.
Yeah.
Being good and not being nice, that's fine.
No, that's great.
You know, but stabbing people in the throat is different than a little
Where
bit.
does that fit in?
So
yeah, I couldn't vibe with this fucking movie. I tried.
You fell asleep twice.
Twice, man, at the same fucking time point of the movie. It's not me. It wasn't me. I tried.
It was you. You felt you did. You were the one that fell asleep.
Yeah, but I gave it a fucking second chance, and the same thing happened. Anyways, let's finish with some. What are we watching? Are you guys caught up on the Hot D?
Yeah, I just saw it.
It was good. It was very good.
It was very good.
episode.
It's fucking very good, bro.
Both of those episodes were
Holy shit.
fucking great.
How's
really good.
How's that? Game of Thrones is back, baby.
Really good. I didn't know where they were going to end it, and with the ending with
Fuck.
Allison showing up and seeing her head cut off. It was good.
That was
Very good.
I was Otto Hightower, right?
I like that she fucking misses him first and just cuts him in the back.
She's never done this before. She's like, I don't think I can do this. And she fucking misses it wildly. And then the second one takes it right fucking off. I mean, that and just the beginning where she's sad about Jace, like that acting was fucking fantastic. Emma Darcy killing it. And then them approaching King's Landing on the dragons was fucking epic. So, and like they're in, and she took off. They let her in.
So
the walk to the throne. Oh my God. Unbelievable. Yes.
Aemon is dead?
No, Aemon is going to be saved by that witch lady. I don't think he's dead. He's dying, and he goes, help me, because he just killed all of them.
Why would she help him?
I think she's had a vision of this, and this was all supposed to happen.
And she wants Harrenhal. She's going to give it.
Yes.
Maybe he'll give it to her.
Yes. I think she
What a
saw.
bitch.
I think she saw this, and this is what was supposed to happen. But her walking through the blood and the bloody footsteps up to the throne. Holy shit! It's such a good show. This fucking show's great.
I think everybody should watch it that's into this shit.
And I'm glad the sea snake's not dead. Also,
Yes.
Whatever. Really good. Ruggs, what else you watch?
I did a Blast from the Past, and then I also watched Ready or Not 2. So Ready or Not 2, if you don't remember, it came out a few months ago.
Never saw the first one.
And we watched that movie with Zazie Beetz. What's that was called? They Will
They
Kill
Will
You?
Kill You.
The same fucking movie.
Oh, okay.
Same
is
fucking
it
movie.
better?
No, They Will Kill You is more fun.
Okay. Oh.
This one is has got Ant-Man's daughter in it. The
Catherine
actress,
Newton, Samara Weaving.
yeah, and they're basically the story is from the last movie is that she gets married to this guy, but she's really getting married into like this satanic cult, and there is a contest, and she ended up drawing this game called hide and seek.
Oh boy.
Where she has to hide for the whole night while they try and kill her. And if she makes it through the night, then she wins. And she's part of the family and she's initiated. But she ends up surviving. And then now the extended family now is trying to kill her. So she and her sister are now embroiled in this. So there is a little bit of a sisterhood thing. So it's very much like They Will Kill You.
It sounds like the same movie, yeah.
Yeah, you've seen They Will Kill You. You don't need to see this, but whatever. It was fine.
Okay.
Last Man Standing, another Walter Hill movie. I'm going through them all.
Nice.
This one is with Bruce Willis.
From 96.
I think 1996.
Yeah.
Who else is in this movie?
Christopher Walken's.
Christopher Walken's in it.
Bruce Dern.
Bruce Dern.
David Patrick Kelly.
David Patrick Kelly from the Warriors, as you remember.
Yeah.
And Bruce Willis is like this guy. He's either on the run or a drifter. He drifts into this Texas town on the way to Mexico. He's trying to get to Mexico, but he decides to pull over into this town. It's a ghost town that's been taken over by two different bootleggers in the 1920s.
Ew.
One side of the town is taken over by the Italian mafia, and the other side is the Irish bootleggers.
Ooh.
And so he starts trying to see if he can make some money. And unfortunately, he pisses off the wrong guy by looking at this one girl and like pissing off this guy. And he ends up killing one of the Irish guys. Like really, like I guess their biggest heavy. He kills him, no problem. He's a fast draw. It's basically a Western, except it's like a Hong Kong inspired Western. So
yeah, it's based on a story by Akira Kurosawa.
Yeah, so it's based on a Kurosawa film, but it's also got the Hong Kong two guns shooting in the same direction, rapid fire.
Oh, gun fu.
Yeah, gun fu in it.
How's this rack up to the other Walter Hill movies you've watched?
I liked it. Okay. A little slow in parts, but I think it was fine.
Okay.
You get to see Bruce Willis naked a lot.
Okay.
Okay. I don't know
Okay.
why he's naked in every movie, but he's always that.
Bruce
He's always
Willis'
naked.
ass sells tickets.
Yeah, you get to see his ass. Just like him and Mel Gibson made a pact.
Yeah.
They're like, we're gonna show our ass in every movie.
And Brad Pitt, I think.
Yeah, I think they're all part of the club.
Yeah.
But it was fun. It was a fun little thing. I remembered it being a lot more crazy than it was, but there is a standoff at the end that's pretty cool.
Nice.
And Christopher Walken with a Tommy gun.
Oh,
How do you not like that?
stuff of Walkins. Walkins here.
So basically, the whole plot of the story is that Bruce Willis is trying to play these two these two gangs against one another so he can make money.
Oh shit.
And it all goes crazy. Obviously, it spins out of control. But like he was doing it for a while, and he manages to find girls everywhere to have sex with, which is fun too. In the middle of nowhere, in the
Nice.
bootleggers.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's shit like that. It's kind of fun.
All right. Anthony, World Cup update. Anything happen exciting?
Oh, today's been an awesome. I mean, it's Monday.
Yeah.
It's been an awesome day of games. The
Really?
Brazil-Japan game was good. The freaking Paraguay upsetting Germany, Morocco, Netherlands. Oh my God. All these games so far have been awesome.
Is this one-off 32 round now?
Yeah, so whoever wins
It's winner
moves
go
on, the
home.
other team gets eliminated. So Canada the other day won in like almost the 90th minute. Brazil won in the 95th minute. Paraguay upset Germany and extra kick not in penalty kicks, and then Morocco just won penalty kicks.
Yo, Germany got eliminated. Didn't they had like a 7-goal game in
They
the
won
one run?
7-1 their first game. Yeah, they were probably a
Jesus.
top 10 team, and they got eliminated by Paraguay. It was like a top 40 team. So
Wow.
that was a big upset. But yeah, it's,
Oh,
World
that's
Cup
fun.
every 4 years, soccer is the greatest sport in the world
Yeah.
for about a month.
And then everybody forgets about it.
Well, everyone in
For-
America forgets about it.
Yes.
The rest of the world loves FIFA and soccer.
It's the biggest sport in the fucking world.
It's the biggest sport in the world.
It's the biggest sport.
It's just cool that it's here in America and we're watching.
FIFA is shady as shit, though. I don't know how they get away with the shit they pull.
They are shady work, but
They're fucking shady, but
The
they're
games are fun.
got lots of money.
too bad Pakistan's not in it.
Yeah, they didn't. Were they in the 48?
No, not
No,
even
they
close.
didn't make it in.
What's the other brown team? Is Afghanistan
India?
is in there? Was it
India
India?
is not in it. No, there are I think 9 out of the 10 African teams made it through.
There's a lot of like islands, like random
Cape
islands.
Verde's in it.
Yeah.
What brown team would you like?
I'm not saying what. I don't. Imran loves brown representation, so I'm trying to find
Yeah,
someone
I know.
team
There's
from
no
the
brown
big.
people in the soccer, in the football.
The
Come
best
on.
brown team is probably Morocco.
Okay.
Morocco
okay.
just won. They're a
All
top
right.
10 team.
Yeah, that's technically Africa. Right?
Well, they're Arab.
They're Arab.
Yeah. And they're technically African. No,
I mean,
it is
Africa.
Africa.
It is Africa. They're African. They're Arab Africans.
They're Arab Africans, correct.
That's always weird. You forget that like Egypt and Algiers are all in Africa, but they're like
all
Arab
of northern
countries.
Africa is
Yeah, it's
basically
like
Arabs. Yeah.
It's so weird. And then a giant desert in between.
Yep.
Okay, next week, gang. There's
What are we doing?
not a movie, but X-Men 97 season 2 premieres with 3 episodes. So that's like a movie. So we will review the first 3 episodes
Sounds good.
of X-Men 97. Now, for the families and for Rugs, box office draft Rugs, Minions and Monsters opening up this weekend. might underperform. Opening predictions have it at 95 to 115 million over the 5-day 4th of July weekend. What's going to be interesting is to see, will Toy Story 5 hang on to number 1, or will this underperform because of Toy Story 5, which people are still going to see, but now there's another new family movie animated to go to see.
I think people are gonna run to see the Minions. I think little tiny kids love the Minions.
They're adorable and they're cute. And the movie's about like Hollywood, like making movies. They may have a movie studio or something, and
that's gonna go over all the kids' heads. They're just gonna see the Minions do cute shit.
They are adorable. I've never seen one whole movie full. I've just seen the clips of them going.
I've never seen any of those movies.
Yeah, me neither. But they make a lot of money.
What's the original franchise?
Despicable Me.
That's right.
Wait, let me just see. Franchise box office. The Despicable Me franchise is a $5.6 billion franchise.
Yeah, it'll definitely overtake Toy Story.
So yeah, the last Despicable Me 4 made $986 million.
Wow.
The before that, Minions: The Rise of Gru made $940 million. Despicable Me 3, a little over $1 billion. The first Minions, $1.1 billion. The first Minions movie in 2015. So this could be $1 billion, but you got Toy Story 5 out there making all the money. It's halfway to $1 billion. Should be interesting. Anyways, that's it for this week. Ruggs, where can the listener find you online?
Rug Boy Show on X, or you could go to TikTok.
You could follow us on TikTok. You could see Ruggs give a rant about Masters of the Universe. Like it, share it. Anthony, where are you watching the World Cup? You going out in the weird times to the bars?
Where am I watching it?
Yeah.
I was watching it this whole time we were recording.
Oh, there's night games. Don't they have like weird early morning games?
They have games. I think the earliest games usually are around noon, but now that we're in the knockout, I think they start around like 2 or 3.
Oh, man. You're watching like 3 games at once.
Well, not at once. They spread them out.
Oh, okay. Good multitasking, though. I didn't even notice.
Are you betting on any of these things?
Yeah. No, I don't bet very much anymore on the games. Yeah. No. But I was watching the whole time. I tried to. I don't know if you could tell, but I was here.
I just thought you were normal, not paying attention ass.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't watch soccer because nothing happens and they score like 1 goal after 3 hours.
The fuck? I spent 3 hours at 0-0. Fuck off.
Oh, the ball's over there. And there's balls over here. And the ball's over there.
Anyways, listener, check out our website, jockandnerd.com, for all the ways to contact us, support us, follow our socials, share the show. It's the easiest and best thing you could do for us. Thank you for listening to the Jock and Nerd podcast. My name is Imra.
My name's Anthony.
He's the Jock.
He's a nerd.
We'll peep you next time.
I like turtles.
Oh.
My balls was hot.
You play with your balls a lot.
And you, sir, are you waiting to receive my limp penis?
Jock and Nerd.